What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to check out some Age of Wonders 4. Now, I haven't played any of the other ones besides the original Age of Wonders, and I wasn't very good at it. But somebody wanted to know how this game would run, so I figured, well, I had fun with the first one, even though I wasn't good with it, so why not just jump right to 4? We'll just skip 2 and 3. Well, I might go get them later just for fun, but I don't think this is one of those games where you have to play them in chronological order to understand what's going on. Maybe I'm wrong, but I imagine it's kind of like Final Fantasy. Like, none of them really have anything to do with one another, for the most part. But, let's not waste any more time. Let's go get this guy hooked up to the capture computer. I think what I'll probably do with this guy is continue doing what I was doing and just jump right to my settings, seeing as though most of the time the Steam Deck cannot handle, you know, ultra, high, anything like that anyway. So why waste people's time just showing them how crappy it runs? Somebody made a good point. So, figured we'll skip right to my settings, get a little camera gameplay, and some screen recorder. We'll do screen recorder first, then get some camera at the end, and then we'll wrap the video on up. And obviously if you guys don't like that and you would prefer me to go back to going through all the settings, just let me know. I don't mind. I just figured we'd try what someone else suggested and just skipping all the fluff and getting right to the good part. Because they said people could just take your settings and just, you know, tweak them to their liking, instead of going through settings that are just like, hey, this gets you 12 FPS, you know, that's just, nobody wants to play like that. Anyway, enough wasting time, to the game.
Alright. First, I'm going to try out these settings, which I thought were alright, but as you will see shortly later here, they did not end up working, so I'm going to have to try something else, but just wanted to show you what happens if you do have the settings up, even a smidgen too high in games nowadays. Alright, here we go at the very beginning of just making a new game, or not a new game, but just like how I'm making a quick thing or whatever.
You can take a closer look at the land by zooming in.
But yeah, if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't anymore. I haven't played this game since the very first one that came out, so that's been quite a little bit by now. But anyway, we're not going to be playing long, as you can see. Didn't even get a minute in before we got a crash. Give it a couple of seconds, and then boom, you'll see it. It's crashing out to the desktop. Yep, see, Age of Wonders has an area it cannot recover from. So, that's what happens when you have it a little bit too high. So, I'm going to just abort this game and go and mess with the settings a little bit more, which will probably be just everything on low, and I'll probably have to do the render scale down a little too. So, these are the settings I ended up going with that don't seem to crash. And we'll play for at least a decent amount of time. I wanted to turn those off too, just to be absolutely certain. And then we'll get a little extra FPS too, I'm sure. So anyway, now let's get into the game. Alright, so here we are, still in the beginning of the game, since I didn't get to play for too long before it crashed. It wasn't even a minute. Now this may look like absolute dog shit, all blown up like this, but I assure you it doesn't look that bad on the actual Steam Deck screen itself. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the freaking manual. Well, that just sucks. Whatever, this is just to show you how to play anyway. But as you can see, sometimes you can even get 60-ish FPS, but sometimes it drops as low as into the 40s and 30s, like we're in a battle or whatever. But I'm going to try to fight this guy and show you, but I don't think I had enough to get to him, unfortunately. Yeah, see, you get the closer you get, we drop down into the 40s. Still, this is completely playable FPS, mind you. This is not exactly a game that requires hundreds of FPS, or even 60, to be honest with you. Even though I'd prefer if it stayed at 60 all the time, but it is what it is. Although we're also playing with the power just 100% maxed out, so you're only going to get about an hour of gameplay. An hour and some change, maybe an hour and 15, 20 minutes or something like that. Because we already played and failed a little bit, and I spent a little time mucking about with settings, so
enables you to learn new
we're already down to,
spells
what,
and
75% battery? Yeah.
So
yeah, if we had a full battery, we'd probably get like an hour and 15, 20 minutes.
You can unlock through arcane research. Your empire will research the skill,
which is not a huge amount of time, but it is what it is when you have a decently powerful handheld. It takes a lot of battery. Same thing with the Asus Ally. It still does better than that.
And allow you to build more units for your armies.
especially if you do something low powered. Like the Ally just don't care. Like even if you play like Chained Echoes or whatever that game was that I just played a little while ago. Even if you play a game like that, that's all like 8-bit or whatever, it still doesn't get very much battery life compared to the Steam Deck. Steam Deck get like 4 hours. I think the other one might be able to get like 2 if I'm lucky. But that's okay. I didn't get the Ally to do emulation. I do most of that on my Steam Deck. And sometimes even on my phone. Since, you know, when you go out, you always have your phone with you. You're not always going to take your Steam Deck or Ally out with you. But if I know I'm going to go someplace for a while, I certainly do. Alright, what should we build here? And like I said, I'm still completely noobing out at this game, so if I make some stupid decisions, it's because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Just being honest. But at least you guys are seeing how the game plays, and we're seeing if it crashes or not again. But it's been well more than a minute, so I feel like if it was going to be super crash happy anyway, it would have happened by now. And that's not to say it'll never crash on you no matter what, but I don't think it will if you just stick with some relatively reasonable settings for what the Steam Deck can do.
A resource node. They
A
provide additional
node?
yield
Well,
to
let's
the
get into a
province
battle.
they
Now
are
we can see what it
located
gets in combat. I kind of wanted to test that out on the Steam Deck too, and good, it gave me the opportunity to do so.
in. Welcome to the field of battle.
The field of
Here,
battle?
you must kill or rout your foes in order to claim.
Yeah, and it seems like here we're getting like 40-ish FPS. I'm sure we'll drop into the like high 30s at certain points probably, but it's that
You
CPU,
have
man. That
selected
CPU
a unit.
is getting pretty
It has
pretty
3
used,
action
70
points
something
to
percent.
spend on moving and
But I
using
think the
abilities.
GPU is pegged at 100%, or at least close to it. It's kind of hard to see. It's kind of blended in with the damn trees.
You have selected your ruler. Your ruler is
No,
a
it bounces
powerful
between like
combatant
78
who
to
can wield magical
98.5, so it's not at 100%. So it is CPU bottlenecked a little bit, but that's to be expected. You're almost always
This
CPU
is a
bottlenecked on the
support unit, which can
Steam
use
Deck when it comes to stuff like this. I mean, your CPU bottleneck generally on almost any kind of game like this. Doesn't matter what kind of system you've got.
This is a ranged unit,
Like, I'm willing to bet
which excels at dealing
that
physically.
even my desktops might not even hit 100% GPU utilization at all times. We'll see, though. I'm going to test this game out on all those, too.
This is a shield unit.
A shield
front
unit,
line.
you say? Alright, so I should keep them in the front, then. And keep my ranged people and my priest guys slash mage or whatever the heck they're considered behind everything else so they don't get slaughtered by these guys. There's only 2 of them, though, and a lot more of me, so unless I really make some dumb decisions, I should probably be able to win this relatively easily. Let's put him right there. And instead of just like wasting all this time, I should just be hitting the X button to do defense, but I didn't realize that yet. When I go to play, I'll actually pay attention to all of the tutorial stuff, and I'll also play with a keyboard and mouse as well, not a controller. I generally would not play a game like this with a controller if given the option, but it's just way easier to get footage for you guys with a controller. I don't have to contort myself around the camera or anything like that. Although when I'm getting the screen recorded gameplay, I guess I could just use keyboard and mouse. Although not on the laptop though, because the keyboard's all the way by the laptop and I'm watching the screen on the capture computer window, which they tell you not to do, but I'm too lazy to go and buy a damn 1080p monitor just to hook up. Although then I wouldn't be so laggy and stuttery, and I'd do a lot better in like FPS games and racing games and stuff. Because it's a little delayed by like a millisecond or 2, so precise stuff is not easy. Anyway, though. Oh. So what is that? That's cool. Anyway, though, I'd say this is a great time for us to go and move on to a little camera gameplay now. Alright, guys, let's get ourselves a little bit of some camera recorded gameplay now. Oh wait, gotta select my people first, derp. Alright,
don't want to get them too close and get them surrounded or something, so that's why I'm trying to move carefully.
This unit has a ranged ability selected.
Okay.
Ranged abilities have an accuracy rating, which is the chance that the ability will hit the intended target.
Alright. Oh, it can't quite reach. Oh well. It's worth a shot. Let's get him up there. And you know what? And we'll put you guys over there. Defense.
Your unit is within an enemy's zone of control. When a unit moves into an enemy's zone of control, it becomes temporarily pinned.
Okay. And they don't have any more whatchamacallit, so let's select them now. Or no, in turn. I used all my stuff. So now it's their turn. Well, you guys are gonna come over here, eh? Let's see. So there's Zealots.
Your unit just attacked an enemy from behind. This is called flanking and gives a damage bonus.
Heck yeah. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to attack. Son of a bitch. Alright, at least I still had enough movements to back them back up. Alright. That's what I was trying to do. Still learning how to play the game, though. Okay, those guys are toast.
This unit has suffered casualties. Casualties occur when a unit takes...
Okay.
A unit just got hit by a retaliation. This
Retaliation?
happens when a unit is struck from within its zone of control.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. At least it doesn't seem to be crashing now. Just couldn't handle what I tried the first time, and I even thought I was being pretty easy on it, trying medium and whatnot settings with one thing on high, but nope. Okay, so select them, go down, hit short bow. Oh, can't hit them from there. Okay then, let's move them into range then. Fine, next unit, I don't care.
Yes. Well, that's just cool. So I won.
You have gathered a large amount of Imperium. This represents the influence you have over the world. You can use it to acquire new cities, unlock new empire skills,
Okay.
speed up city growth.
Cool.
Take some time to look around and familiarize yourself with your new surroundings.
It says to push. Okay, I don't get it. Skip. Don't care about recentering the camera, I guess, because it's just never going to happen. You do exactly what it said. It said push left. Didn't work. So, alright. So yeah, it doesn't run flawlessly, but it's still playable. I would just lock it at like 30 FPS or 40 FPS. Because it doesn't seem to drop to 32 often. So locking it at 40 would probably be best. But anyway, I think that's plenty of camera recorded gameplay. So let's go wrap this video on up.
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Age of Wonders 4 on the Steam Deck. And unless you put the render scale down and put everything on low and don't use any special effects, it seems to crash quite a bit. Because just for fun, I tried on like max graphics on stuff and that I couldn't even get into the game. It kept crashing on me, doing that same thing it showed where I thought I had it finally with like one thing on high and some stuff on medium and what have you, but nope, it wasn't meant to be. So we put everything on low with 80% render scale, and that seemed to give us like a 30+ experience, but still had some stutters here and there while it was like going in and out of like things, but I think that's because this is such a CPU intensive game, and CPU is honestly the weak part of this guy. It's just a Zen 2's ultra low power unit, 4 cores, 8 threads, so don't expect it to work miracles. But still, for most people, that's probably more than playable. And for me, it was just kind of weird playing a game like that with a controller, but hey, I'm glad they at least let you, because otherwise I would be stuck using the thumb pad and whatnot, and that's still not a great way. I'm glad I have it on this thing. Sometimes I wish I had these little touch pads on the Ally, but still, they're just not great. They're no replacement for a real keyboard and mouse, you know? But in any case, like I said, if you're okay with those kind of frame rates and whatnot, it seems like it doesn't crash as long as you don't go too crazy on the settings. So I'd say I'd give that a pretty playable badge. It's not the most greatest experience in the world, but it's still more than playable. So long as you don't go overboard in the graphics and make it crash, that is. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.